morning and welcome to the ridiculous week. It's ridiculous for me of John Vlogs. I'm on the computer again this morning. Oh, he's guarding the food. He just sat there watching the food. He must have been there for half an hour. If you're not gonna eat it, Calvin, I'm gonna move it. Yeah, now you want to eat it. Now all the dogs have got up. Oh, he just likes going now and eating it. It's so funny. Hi, Calvin. I hope I'm going to be okay. I am really struggling in a lot of different aspects at the moment. And, you know, I didn't expect to be in this position, not with another new company. Lots of pressure all over, like lots and lots of pressure. But I hope I'm going to come out at the end of this. I'm just about keeping it together. But you know, seriously, when people say, "Oh, you can be alone, you can do your own stuff," and yeah, fine, you can, and you can just be driven and get your little highs from X, Y, and Z. But I think I am so used to that incredible feeling of being in a relationship and somebody supporting you that is something that I am not going to get over quickly, and I am very, very lonely. You know, and I'm not the only one. I'm sure, well, you might be, but if you're not, I'm sure that lots of people who you know are alone and lonely. I'm okay, you know, I'm not moaning. It's just, and we can all deal with it. It would be nice not to be lonely. You know, I've got good friends, good family. Hello, Mr. Calvin. Are you rolling on the floor in some shit? What's she doing? Oh, how lovely. Rub your belly. It is a beautiful day. Nice if I could have a bit of time at the weekend. I'm late with a lot of stuff. And I don't like it when I'm late with stuff. Have I bitten off too much to chew? Maybe. Would it be easy with somebody else? Maybe not. No, I mean, I am behind with some things. I don't really want to work all the weekend. And like this, I didn't go to the gym, and this is really important to me, the gym. And like now, I went out to the dogs so that I could fit it into your day. You just have to like move your day around. But it gets to a point where you've got no more hours in the day, or you're absolutely exhausted so you can't do stuff, or your brain doesn't work. So there is a real balance there. God knows, oh my God, you know, if you've got kids, I don't know how you deal with that. Kids and dogs and a family and a job. Oh my God. Ash is such an asshole. She's like calling me up, oh, there's a client downstairs. So I'm rushed out without my headphones to go see the client. He said, can you just help me wrap my car? I'm like, no, I'm going to the gym. I said, you give me 10 minutes. He said, let's get to the gym. I'm like, no, because I like planned my day around going to the gym. So I managed to go because I didn't go yesterday. This is important to me, as you know. I said after 6 o'clock, after 6:30 when I have my Zoom meeting tomorrow, Saturday or Sunday. And he can't, he wants it now. No, Ash, no.
Millie, of course, she's right next to me, and then I lifted Calvin up so Calvin's on my lap, and she's trying to get as close as possible. She's actually was whining over there. What are you doing now, Jack?
What have you got head down there?
What is it, baby girl? Oh, it's a baby girl.
Oh no. Ow! You scratched me again in the same place. You know, oh, just go away. Your nails are like fucking talons. I'll be 2 minutes, okay. I've got to take some money and go to the shop. very weird. So, apart from what happened last night, Millie was ill at times. This morning, she's never ever not eaten her breakfast. Never, which is usually she gobbles it down in like 2 seconds. But this morning, I thought I'm just gonna give her dry food because I've run out of wet food. I'll go tap. She got shopping anyway. The other dogs have eaten their food. She's looking at her food. She's looking down at the floor. She's looking up. She's looking at me, and then she's looking to the place where the food usually lives. She won't eat her food without having wet food in it, so I'm having to go to the shop now to get some wet food so she can eat a freaking breakfast. For somebody who's so, like, greedy with her food, you know, she's quite particular. Oh, you'll eat it now, won't you? Are you happy now, Millie? Millie, who's got some stuff in her food? That's a really spoiled dog, but she's not spoiled. What she is, actually thinking about it, she is. Because I do a lot for her. Because nobody else does. I'm really having to step up my game with quite a lot. First of all, I've got to step up my game with the eating. So I've got to be a bit careful about the amount of protein what I eat because I've got to eat a lot. No sugars and all that kind of stuff. So I'm eating now before I go to the gym later. And also about the advertising for the clinic. Because, you know, it's time now to focus, to become a very successful aesthetic practitioner and make you look beautiful. You know, and I keep doing all these treatments on myself. I mean, I've got more treatments to do. I'm going to do some more where I lift my cheeks even more. I'm going to leave my eyes up there. But I will do these over the next few days. But ultimately, I've got to get customers in. Making myself the best person for you I can possibly be. You know, I actually cooked this in a bit of butter and olive oil, but I poured it all out again. So maybe I shouldn't use so much. And there's some spray there. It's like 1 calorie per spray, but I'm thinking, you know, no, it's not even a calorie if you don't consume it. You know, so I thought if I pour it all out, I might get a little bit of residue taste, which I do. And this was all during the microwave, all the vegetables. And then I threw them in the pan afterwards. No, it's healthy. I think, well, I'm losing weight, you know, so what can I say? Got a long way to go though. Not too far. Oh. Just talking to 2 council estate boys over there. It's like one's got a key to cross and one's got like this lab husky cross, and they're both like really like London, really like estuary accent, you know. And I don't know what they think of me, but I think people are kind of accepting nowadays if they do realise that I'm a big old puff. But they're young, they're like 21. And I look at them and I'm like a dad, you know, I'm old enough to be their father. Well, way old enough. Jack, bitch. Jack, stop ignoring me. Jack, Millie, what's wrong with them? They're all ignoring me. I think they're tired because they went out later. They're exhausted. I've had such a long day today. So long. But it's Friday in John's world. Oh, I might have a date tomorrow. I might have a date. He's a guy, I saw him on Grindr ages ago, and I said hello to him, and I always like have these weird conversations where if they don't say the right thing, I don't carry on the conversation, and usually conversation stops. And I'm sure it's exactly the same at their end as well. Anyway, it's okay, you know? He seems a nice guy. And he did send me a message saying, I don't do hookups, and I like that. I never responded to him and say, I don't either, which I don't. It's not because I haven't tried, I'm just really shit. Or maybe
Obviously, I'm getting older, I'm more ugly. Oh, I'm less horny. Man, it's got nothing to do with age, has it? Or looks, really, because if you want sex, you can go out and get it. All about sex. I had this conversation with a couple of kind of friends, acquaintances a long time ago, and I don't know, at that point I was really naive, I think, but I still stick to those kind of standards, and I don't know why. It's because the way my brain works. And they were saying, the world is all about sex, and they're right. You know, it's like procreation and, you know, getting your end away and like these urges. But me, I was saying, no, it's about love. It's all about love. No, it's about shagging. Tell you what, it's a good job I came down here early. There's towels all over. Look at this floor. You can't see it from there, but if I go like that, that's the floor, and it goes right up. Can you see? Oh, it's difficult to see, but it is. It's really bad. Hopefully this is going to go down as the weather gets warmer, but I hate it. But, you know, got my little clinic. It's not perfect, but it'll do. Oh, I just sat on something. Oh, it was just my F. Well, here we go. Look at this. These are a little bit of a thread lift, which I'm going to do to kind of like pull my face back. What's this? So I'm going to engage these threads here. Oh. It's like a cat's whisker. Isn't this weird? The other one. And then this one. Another cat whisker. And this one. This might look quite gruesome, but it's actually okay. Watch this, right? These lines I've marked them so I know the area to go, but when I go like this, so I'm pulling up the skin. So if you look at the difference now, it's subtle, but it pulls up. See, these are absolutely stuck in completely. See, that's underneath my face. And it looks gruesome. It's actually really pretty cool. Can you see my eye shape has changed? Anyway, there you go. I just wanted to show you that this is something which I do. Chicken again. I've actually taken out some, put butter on it. I've taken out some beef and some fish, so maybe I can have that later. I really have, Aisha's downstairs doing this car, plugged into my electricity because I got some space outside. He doesn't really. And he said, oh, we'll do your car as well. I'm like, I don't want to do anything else today, I just need a day off. Even though I've been working, you know, I want the rest of the day off. I'm actually washing so much stuff because the bedroom is stinking of dogs. So every piece of material apart from the curtains, I'm now washing, including the rugs. Well, the rugs are done. The bedding's going to be done now. I've done one lot of clothing. Who the hell wants to hear about my washing routine? I really want to go out. I'm just not going to go out by myself. So I just drive down there, but I'm always worried about the dogs like barking when I'm not there. Let me think about it. I probably won't. I'll probably stay in the house again. You know, I'm just going to stay and I'm going to put a movie on because I really want to go out. But I know that if I went out by myself, look, first of all, the most important thing, the dogs are all going to bark, you know, and I don't want the dogs to be barking with the neighbours, you know, and secondly, I care that they're barking because, you know, if it was
I don't know, maybe going out with Ross or somebody else, maybe I'll be like, oh, just fuck it, they'll be all right for a few hours if they're barking, the dog, and the neighbours can deal with the dog's noise. I don't know, I'm so confused. It's fine, I'll go to the gym tomorrow and I'll just, you know, plod on. All I'm thinking is like, if I keep going to the gym, I'm gonna keep looking a little bit better every day, you know, keep looking after myself. I actually am gonna buy this thing which is called a TCA skin peel. So I have like skin all over my face. I want to peel it off because it's a bit like green, crinkly, sun damage. Get out! Why? You were in the bedroom. But why? You know, they're so needy. Oh. Alright. I'm gonna just chill. I wish they'd take that bloody fence down. And I've been inside actually, the grass isn't like very strong, but it's definitely getting there. It just makes the park a bit smaller. It's a weird day today. I mean, I've got choices of things what I can do. I think I'm definitely going to go to the gym. This is why I'm here early. I say early, it's not that early. It's like 10:30, 11 o'clock. So I'll get these dogs a little bit tired, then I'll go to the gym. But you see, I've got a potential day, and the guy said I would play it by ear. So I say a day, it's just like a walk. You know, that's my style because I told you I'm a crap day. Anywho, and then Michael, my mate in Elephant Castle, invited me for a meal because it's Greek Easter today, and I'm sorry for this, but belated Greek Easter, which was probably about 20 days ago. But I am a bit behind in these vlogs. Oh, it's like looking back into history at my life. How exciting. I'm not really feeling it going to the gym this morning, but I mean this afternoon now. Well, you know, if you get it out of the way, over and done with. And then I can do chest tomorrow because it's back. Alright, let's spend a little Got to take these. I'm running them now with the ball, so I want to make them tight. They were barking like crazy when I went back to the flat after going to the gym, and I took them out just before. So I am not going to go to Michael's risking that they're going to be barking on a Sunday. So hopefully they're going to be a bit tired. Calvin, bring the ball. Minnie, come here now. Come here. Oh, okay, off. No, off. Thank you. Out. Okay, are you ready? And go. What is going on? What are you doing, Millie? You dirty whore. It's not funny, Millie. Come here. She's really happy with herself as well. John? Patrick. Hi. Patrick. This is it's Greek Easter today, so I'm so happy to get up. Stop eating all the fatty bits, Kevin. Actually, I don't mind. He can have the fat bits. And I normally wouldn't eat lamb, but
we haven't cooked it for many years because I don't really like to eat it. But
I love lamb. It's my favourite meat. It's my favourite meat.
We're gonna have it every week now.
Do you want some lamb, Bella? Do you want some lamb?
This.
Oh, thank you, Michael.
No, Dad, don't be picking food.
Where are my potatoes? Where are my potatoes?
Yeah.
No way. There's no way.
A couple of potatoes.
No. Thank you very much. This is perfect. If he thinks I'm gonna, it's my dog fart. If he thinks I'm gonna have a potato, no. Why aren't we on a proper table like traditional Greek stuff? Why are we eating this on our laps?
We haven't got a table.
We have a table in the kitchen.
Marble, not on that.
You can put something on that, Kevin.
Yeah, but I thought you were posh, Michael. I didn't think you were
Right,
posh.
Oh,
stop. On it.
I'm buying the new stuff. I'll show you
Thank God for that.
when we finish. Thank God for that.
Well, because you didn't even just put a piece of blue foam underneath this one.
How dare you?
There's nothing wrong with
You
this
came from my
sofa.
house in trouble.
There's nothing wrong with this sofa. You put the blue foam underneath incorrectly.
It wasn't a good sofa.
Martha ruined it anyway.
Who's sleeping on it?
Of course.
No.
No.
For nearly 2 years. Well, it was 2
He
years.
destroyed it.
Happy Greek Easter! Thank you for my lamb, Michael. It was very, very nice. But now I'm just worried. Even though the dog's been out twice, I'm sure they're going to be barking like crazy. And I've got to get back. And I'm going to tell you a secret. I actually stopped off and had a drink at the Cock Tavern, the place where I go sometimes at night. I shouldn't have really done it. I had 1 pint, but I just wanted to go out by myself because, oh my God, that must be the first time I've been at. I don't want to get upset now, but it's the first time I've actually been out by myself for such a long time. And I remember, maybe because I've had 1 pint, but you know, when I used to go out by myself, that is when Daniel first saw me. I didn't see him, he saw me. Why am I thinking like this? It's because I've had 1 pint. I'm just gonna get over it, get back home, you know. Daniel's posting all this stuff online of him flexing and in the gym. I'm really proud that he's doing this. I'm so proud that he's actually focusing on his body. It's nice. And he doesn't really have hobbies to say, you know, to really call anything per se. So this is great. But I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna get bigger. I am gonna get stronger. I'm gonna get thinner. Oh, I'm so stupid. Well, I'm sure it's happened to you with appointments. Come off the bed. I went down and cleaned the clinic up for my client, who I thought was coming at 11 in the morning. She wasn't. She was coming at 2. So anyway, at least it's all clean and everything. So my friend Laurie has a problem with her heating. So I'm gonna put my shoes on, take the dogs downstairs quickly because they're still barking, get the heater, one of the heaters which she gave me in the clinic, and then I will take it down to her and then come back because she's freezing apparently. Oh, all right, let me get my shit done. Beautiful blue skies today. Oh, hopefully I get out a little bit more than just in the car taking a heater, but I doubt it. I think I might have bit off a little bit more than I can chew. I'm not talking about sweet potato. I'm talking about, so I had my client today and it was microneedling. It should be an hour. I did longer than that, of course I did. And I also did cheeks as well for this lady today, cheeks and microneedling. But then it's like, now it is 4:30, I've just fed the dogs, just feeding me. I had my breakfast this morning. And I've got no time left. I'm gonna go to the gym, but then I don't have a lot done. I've done a bit of social media. I need more time. But, sorry. Look, I'm having surf and turf. Salmon swims in the ocean, and I've got topside beef. The reason I've got topside beef is because it was cheap. So I can buy this whole fillet of topside, slice it up, put it in the freezer, and then just take it out as and when I want it. And it's not that bad, it's not tough. Like, it's not okay, it's not a fillet steak, but it's still pretty good. And I need the protein. Oh, I'm just cutting it like... Oh, that's the bit of string what I left on. The wood I couldn't cut through it. It is a bit tough, but it's not too swift. Come on, Calvin, you don't have to pee up everything. Or maybe he does. Come on, let's go. I'm not going to show you, but I noticed something in the mirror today. So I have a pocket of belly fat, which is, you know, it's not bad, but for me, it's pretty bad. I've had it for such a long time, like years and years and years. And I can see that I'm losing weight because it's gone weird. It's like that, because I'm doing the fat dissolving injections and I'm losing weight. So it's kind of falling over like a pocket of skin. It's, you know, I think I'm losing weight down there too quick. I'm just hoping that it's going to go back. So I noticed instead of like being round at the bottom, it's flopping over. it's a bit disconcerting. You think, oh my God, I'm getting too thin. But no, 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 no. Nothing tastes better than being thin. Nothing.
I've learnt something today. Because I've always been in a relationship, just about from when I was 16, always. And this is the longest time I've ever been single. And I can do more by myself than I thought I could. And I think spending so much time in a relationship, I just became, reliant on that person who I was with for the emotional support. Instead of giving myself the emotional support, I crave it. And I don't know if this is natural. I don't think it is. I think it's just something which I've always had from the person who I've been with. So, I've had a really bad day today. Thinking about real problems, not problems in my head, but, well, there probably are problems in, where else can they live? They're in my head. That's only the place problems are, because really they're not, they're challenges, or they're obstacles, or they're interesting parts of life what you're going to experience. But you have to deal with them. You can't go, oh my God, I'm just so confused. How am I going to deal with this? You have to do it yourself. And you just get through it. And I am stronger than what I have ever realised. I also have learned that, Daniel, to pick up my emotional baggage, because I'm not very good at, for example, if there's something that's really bothering me, that, the nicest thing you can do is, or the most pleasant thing for me to do is say, I'm having a really shit day, I'm very worried about this. And when they say a problem shared is a problem halved, well, that's true, and especially with your partner. But I think Daniel took on too much with me, because let's be right, I'm hard work. And I'm learning, I'll try and learn not to be hard work. So the next person who does come into my life, then I can give them what they need to have, which is, just the joy of being in a relationship with somebody who they love and care for, and vice versa, and not have all the baggage. But there's a fine line, because some people want, for example, I'd want my partner to say, I've got a problem, can I talk to you? Because I really want them to tell me, I've got a problem, can you help? And because I will actively use my brain and say, okay, have we considered this, or we considered this? I'll help them think through it. I have never really had that. I maybe that's why I attract those kind of people who do have problems communicating or don't speak much, or maybe I just speak too much for everybody. Who the fuck knows? And realistically, who the fuck cares? We're all gonna die anyway. I was woken up this morning, and it's early. And I'm just, I don't know, I've got so much to do, I'm a bit overwhelmed, so I'm staying in bed. I'm not depressed, I'm just fuck off world. I've got people coming at me from all different angles, and I've got shit to do. My mom's coming on Friday, which is great. She's coming next week for you. Just thinking that I need some time to myself to do this, and then I'll be nice and refreshed tomorrow. I just feel like I've got loads and loads and loads to do. Wednesday. It's Tuesday today. You had a 6-day week last week, which is not bad, it's okay. And then a really busy Sunday. Fine, if I take a few hours off. I'm trying to convince myself, I'm trying to convince you that it's okay to take some time off. Today I've had, if I was a woman, which I kind of half am, I'd be
crying, so now I'm half crying because of the uncertainty which I now have. So, Ash at the barber shop with my clinic downstairs, what I spent so much money and time doing, has now sold the shop today. And I knew he was going to do that. Well, I actually knew. Nobody told me, but it was obvious by what was happening for certain stuff. Anyway, so he sold it to these guys. I don't know anything about them apart from their Kurdish. You know, I mean, I spent so much time and money down there. So the downstairs space is now rentable. It wasn't rentable before because, as you know, on the videos, it was a bit of a mess. There was no soundproofing, there was no door, X, Y, Z, blah, blah, blah. And so now, in effect, they can just sell it, they can just rent it out for more money. So I've done all that work, stayed down there for a little while, and now it's like anybody else who comes in, they're not going to look at me and say, oh, maybe we should keep John happy, help him out, mate, blah, blah, blah. They're going to be looking at the business, and I don't blame them. You know, that's what they have to do. Doesn't help me though. So I've been on the phone to the bank to try and get a, you know, I was thinking about, I mean, I've actually been around to some people around here to see if I can find some places to rent. And I found one really nice girl at A&G Nails, which is amazing, and she said that I can use the place downstairs. But, you know, all that work I've done, all that wonderful space, gone. But there is a shop which I tried to get hold of the rental company. I can't get hold of them for some reason. I contacted them, so left them a message. I can't get through to them directly, but then that would mean a bank loan because it's a lot of money. I'm actually not earning enough from the business to cover the rent. I am having a really bad day. It's worry. Such a bad day. You know, you don't know what else has happened. Oh, I can't tell you. It's been too much. A few of them. So a client has had some swelling in her cheeks, which is very normal. She's never had filler before, and the swelling goes down after 72 hours, but the full face calms down after 2 weeks. And she had it done yesterday, so the swelling's at its peak now, and she has to go out. So she's really upset, and she, you know, I knew that there was going to be a problem, so I said to her, we'll put part in and then we'll do it next week. And then she said that she didn't want to come in again, so we did it now. But obviously this has proved a problem because she's got massive swelling, so I had that to deal with. And then I was speaking to my training academy, and they had a look and they said everything's fine. But you know, if you're worried, you're worried, you know. And she wants that reassurance, which is there, and I'm there for her. And I said she can call me anytime. She can come. She didn't live far. She can come round, get me up. I'll take a look at it. So there's that to deal with. Daniel, I had to speak to Daniel because I needed to get into the bank. And Daniel was really being aggressive with me, and like, I don't think it's any my fault. And then another friend of mine told me that I was being aggressive because I offered fillers at a massively discounted price to a friend of mine, and he was there, that my other friend's friend, and he said that was being aggressive and bullying. And I was like, oh my God, really, am I? I'm thinking everything I'm doing is wrong. Everything's all right now, you know. I think this guy understood that I'm just trying to push because I've got so much pressure on with possibly losing the business. I've always been a person who's given a lot away for nothing. I mean, I'm not exaggerating here. I do, and I've always done a lot. And same as my mum and my dad, we do things, and we do it because we think, I don't know why we do it. We do it because we think that we just have to do it because not necessarily we're going to get anything back, but we're going to have something reciprocal, even if it's a thanks or thank you so much. And sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. You know, a lot of people say thank you, whether they mean it or not, that's irrelevant. But now, this is money. This is like my life. And being by myself and having to make my way in life, I've got to be a bit stronger. I've been sat in the other room, not wanting to go and lie down. I've just got in bed now. It's getting late now. I think it's 8 o'clock. And I feel like I was freezing. I didn't realise how cold I was. And luckily I left the electric blanket on in the bed, so I'm warming up now, just so that I can get warm. And I've got so much to do, so much stress. Bad week, bad day. Not bad week, bad day. But tomorrow's another day. Please be better, please be better. Oh my God, I'm not gonna wanna get up tomorrow. Just in case. Excuse my crazy hair. Look at what I got. So they were defrosting in the fridge. I've got a bag of prawns, and I'm just gonna fry them and have them because they're very good for weight loss. But I'm going to use this, and I'm also gonna fry them with that shallot. If I had a little bit of chilli, I'd put that in there as well, but I don't. So I'm gonna just leave that for a couple of minutes and then throw in these prawns. You know, seriously, I'm not doing very well. I'm struggling at the moment with the pressure which I've got. It's probably pressure which I'm creating in my own head, and I'm sure that other people would say, John, stuff hasn't happened yet. But I think like all of us, we need that little bit of certainty, you know. I mean, this is massive for me to deal with. So this is a good learning curve. I'm talking about a massive learning curve. And I'm not, while I've got like supportive friends around me with the stuff which I'm going through at the moment, I just need to fucking man up. I'm just not used to it, I'm sorry, you know, I might look like a pussy to you, but I know I need to man up, that's fine. But I haven't been through it before, it's new, you know. It tastes amazing, but I just wish I could enjoy them a bit more. I just did a phone call from this building that I was looking at. Oh my God, what is this now? Just hang on. Gloves, medical supplies. I'm waiting for an A-board. I'm gonna eat my prawns now in peace. Apparently there's a lot of cholesterol in prawns, but I don't have, you know, I actually started drinking milk again, which I need to cut out. But maybe if I went to Lidl or Aldi and actually bought some cardboard milk, as Ross calls it, you know, the oat milk or the soy milk, that would be a good idea. And I'd save myself a lot of money. Millie ran off twice now into the bits. I'm gonna be sick because I think the last time she did, all the smell was like trash. You know, that smell of decaying, mixed up food, maybe a dirty diaper, a bit of cat shit with cat litter. Because she's done it again. That's 2 inches into. I'm gonna kill her. Vile. Anyway, so we're coming back now. Which is a bit weird. I didn't want to meet up, I'll be honest with you, because I've got so much to do. I was speaking with him last night. I said, you know, just meeting up for a drink. And I said, can you come over to this area? And he said, yeah, which is really nice. But I've got like half an hour to get ready. Come on. I've got my client in 25 minutes. I'm just pacing. I've got to stop pacing now. I can't go to the gym because I'm going to be... I just need to chill out. I need to chill the fuck out. I'm going to do the pots. I've got to tidy. Daniel's coming tomorrow. I don't really care if the house is a little bit dirty because it could. I might hoover it. I might actually wait till tomorrow. I just want to go to bed. You know, very stressful few days, and it's not over yet. Got Daniel to contend with tomorrow. I've got my client at 11 o'clock in the morning, and then I've got my client who's coming for a reassessment because she didn't realise there's been so much swelling. I mean, you know, it doesn't always happen, but it's happened. It's going perfectly. Her healing is amazing, but she's got to be in a bonnet, which is normal. You know, some people are a little bit, you know, anxious and concerned about stuff, but everything's looking perfect, and I can't think of what else to say apart from reassuring her with the same thing over and over again. But every time I say something to her, she's pointing out other aspects, which is fine. You know, it's all good, and I'm trying to reassure her, but it's difficult because when you're in a bad mood or when you are seeing something and you're not happy with it, everything's wrong, and it's that horrible kind of, how would you get out of it and look at it objectively? You can't. You look at everything subjectively. She's living in her own skin. I completely understand, and I'd be in the same position as well. But it's my job to help her feel reassured. I'm here for her. But I can't do much else except do the right thing, which is she needs to wait. She has to wait. This job is actually going to be more stressful than I thought.
Are you quite comfortable though, Kelvin? He's like, yeah, I've got my place. Those bitches are at the bottom of the bed. You know, he's kicked them out. You're a monster. You are a filthy, filthy bed-taking up monster. Well, at least he's comfortable and really quiet. Thank you so much for watching this video all the way to the end. If you skipped, that's fine, because I probably would as well. And I will see you, if you choose to tune in next week on Thursday at 6:30. My mum's coming, so you're going to see her on next week's video. Take care.